Hi, I'm Tom from Just One Pack, and this is AC on the short Alpha Clash podcast, where I talk all things Alpha Clash on my way to work. Now, I am technically not on my way to work. The reason is that I'm still in Retford. I'm in Kings Park recording this episode because I want to have the podcast in before I start traveling for real, and I won't have a chance later. So I'm taking the opportunity now. The reason I'm in Retford is because the first European Awakening for Alpha Clash, the first organised play tournament for Alpha Clash in Europe, have just been held yesterday, right here in the leaky teacup in Retford, in the UK, and I went, as anyone who's been listening for a while would know. So I want to talk about that. So last week I was talking about so much Awakening. If you haven't heard that episode, but please go back and listen to that. How I really loved that format, you be able to have both new and old players at the same time meeting up in the most casual format for competitive play, if that's a thing. And that was exactly what happened at the teacup. There were literally, so I was in the day before. Doing stuff with the leaky teacups. I'm going to leave a link to their YouTube channel. You should go watch them. They make great content, get gameplay. So I was in the night before doing some recording and playing with them, and there was a couple showing up, building a deck, getting help to do so, building a deck. And learning the game, or one of them was just learning the game, and in order to sign up for the Awakening the day after. That's amazing. That's what we want to see. Someone fresh from the street showing up, having that experience right off the bat. That is amazing. So hats off to her for doing that. I know she may or may not have been motivated by her boyfriend, but I think they were a couple. Anywho, great that you showed up. I'm sad I didn't get to play you, but so good that we can do that. There's an event for that, right? And that's the thing about the Awakening. It gives the shop a chance to, and the community around it, to make it an event. Events are always fun. I know it's fairly low stakes. There are people there that wants to win, but it's still so friendly. That is one of the amazing things about this community, at least where we're at now, and hope it will last forever and ever. But people are so open and friendly to welcoming in new players. That's amazing. I'm surprised every time. I'm also surprised every time to meet people that actually listen to my content, which I expect no one to do. So amazing for those of you who say hi, and I am so grateful for you. Anyway, to get back to the Awakening, I want to go through the games I played because I had a few revelations. One of the things is that when you get out of your own play group and go to events like this, you meet decks that you did not expect. And I met decks I did not expect. In fact, three of three, I played a lot of contenders that I have not played against before. So I'm going to go through that. So the first match up I had was with Red Moxie. Now, I know Red Moxie as a contender. I never played her. I never deck built with her. I never played against her. So getting to play that was really interesting because it's not the same. I've looked at batches and thought they were sort of lame, to be honest, and they're not. They're annoying. Also, there was a red card called Conscription that I think his name was Fraser. Fraser, if I'm getting your name wrong, so sorry. I remember you as a person, but I'm really terrible with names. We had it was really a fun game. Had a great chat across the table. As I say, he was playing Red Moxie. and he got this card called Conscription. I think it's two reds and one whatever, right? And what it does, if you don't know, is that when you can activate that, you pay I think two reds, so that could be on turn 4 or 5, right? So you pay two reds and you roll a d6. Whatever number that shows, you get to draw that many, look at that many cards from the top of your deck, and any clash cards you pull in this way, you can put into play. So if you, let's say you roll 4, and you pull 4 clash cards off the top of your deck, you can put 4 clash cards into play no matter the cost. And I was super lucky that I think he rolled a 4 actually, but he only got 1 clash card in. The rest go in the bottom of the deck, right? And the first time he used that on me, he only got 1 in. The second time he used Conscription, he got, I think, 4 clash cards in. That would have been a game changer if I had not had him as low as I did at that point. So I'd say a fun mechanic. I know those debate around dice rolls in TCG, but having the fear in my eyes when he played that one, I sort of understood what did. It was, oh, that's not good. He could, in a stroke of luck, he could have had 3 Moxie fully loaded out, right? Unless he has exclusive. I don't think so. That would be horrible. Anyway, he didn't, and when he really popped off for him, it was too late. But I appreciate him introducing me to that card. I might want to go build a Ret Moxie, at least look into that now. I'm more curious now than I've been before. I won luckily 2-0 in that match, but the second one could have been a really close comeback. So the next matchup was with one of the leaky teacups, Dan, Papa Dan. If you meet him on Discord, he played a white-blue, I believe, Genesis deck, and I have not played against Genesis. I know that he's very, very strong, and also I know that he can play cards from his resource under certain circumstances, which is horrible, because that makes the resource decision so much easier for the Genesis player. Anyway, he played the deck cuddly, or annoyingly, depending on where you're at, on which side of the table you're at. I was at the receiving end there, and he got Genesis to Oppressor out. That is not a nice card. It really, as long as his resource is open, which he almost always have, it can protect itself. So that's really hard to kill. I think one time I successfully boomed it. Other times I was trying to pull him down with Solar Smashers. I needed to get rid of that 6/5 on the table, right? And it's a bit windy, so if the wind is in the microphone, I do apologise. So I really need to get rid of 6/5, and it could protect itself when I attack. It was annoying. So I had a bit of trouble getting rid of it. I did boom it at one point with Here Comes the Boom, which I literally put in the day before, the night before. We were discussing at the teacup. I kind of need that, so luckily I brought one in my trade binder, and I just swapped one of the other cards from it to put that in, and that saved me almost. So I got rid of one of the oppressors, but that was the only really good answer I had to that card. And at a later point, he had 2 of them out, and that was just game. I ended up luckily winning the second match, so went 1-1. But that was a close match. Everyone, that was a great game, by the way. So thank you for that, Dan. That was fun. Um, so we win 1-1. Second, the third match I had was with Lynn against a fairly new player, I think. That played the Lynn deck. Now Lynn, I don't think is that strong. I haven't played. I'm trying to build with her, but I never really got it to work. But not the not the strongest of builds, I believe. Um, but she, the first match we had was she never really. I'm so sorry I didn't get your name. If whoever I matched up with that. The first the first game, uh, she did not stand a chance. I drew well. She drew not well, I believe. So obviously I don't know what she drew, but it did not go well, and I swung in one fairly easily. Um, the second match it was a better match. Uh, Luckily I had her pushed back early enough that I could use a double. I played Solar Smash twice to get rid of the last points of her. She had plenty of blockers. I would not have won through combat there, but I had two Solar Smashes in my hand, which finished the game. So I won that matchup 2-0. Due to some hiccups that I'm certain they will fix. There was only 3 Swiss rounds at this awakening, so with two times 2-0 and 1-1 with a tie, I actually made it into top 4, which I did not expect at all. Um, and the first matchup I had there was with I think his name was Ricky. Uh, he was playing a war deck, which was fun because I was thinking about playing war the night, like literally, I brought a war deck for that purpose. I played it uh, the day before, but I decided to go with Magnet, which is why I brought war to the games before, the night before. So he played a war deck, and I think he had sort of an accidental win condition. He was very, very good at consistently bringing out war minions. Great. Uh, my war deck want to bring out war minions as well, but they are fodder for my engine. His war minions was not supposed to be fodder. They were supposed to be there so that he could use it for other stuff. One of the things he used it for was War Strifebringer. Now, if you play War Strifebringer, he's a 3/3, and you can engage minions to give him +1/+1, I think, and breakthrough. Um, and if you have 4 or 5 war minions out, 6 at some point, that's a lot of damage with breakthrough. And I could not in the first match. I could not hold back that onslaught of war minions coming at me. Um, in the second match, I got Crimson Scales out. Crimson Scales is one of those cards that I thought were very situational, but it's if I'm playing red and I risk ending up against, it was good against Lynn as far as I remember, and especially against War and maybe against Pestilence, things that made small things. Having Crimson Scales out is amazing, and I use that to reduce his war minions. If you don't know Crimson Scales, I can engage that and I can deal 1 damage to a card. Now, if that card is defeated, I can do one of 3 things, and one of the things is deal 2 damage to something else. That means I can take out 2 war minions every single time, and I did that to reduce the effect of War Strifebringer. So in a round, I could, and that cost me resources once the accessories out. So I used that, got rid of that, and got rid of the War Strifebringers, because if you have 6 out, and I would get rid of 2 minions, if 6 war minions out, I get rid of 2, you still have 4, so I have to get rid of his strife thing as well. So that's the thing. So keep draining him for resources, having to play more cards, and I won the second match. The third match, sadly, in this top four, went his way, and he got a spot in the finals, and I did not, which is fair. He was an experienced player, I think, not in Alpha Clash, but in Matty. So that also shows actually that you can move into Alpha Clash fairly easy from other games. Someone, I forgot who, called it, I think it was Great Cooler, called it a comfort food for TCG players. And I think that is right. You can have some really spicy thing there, but it's so easy to get into in a casual sense. So, great matchup, great games. Sadly, I lost the spot in the finals there. The last match I had, we went one of best of one. That I regret. I made a lot of mistakes there. That was the first one. The second one was to overlook that Warcry, which was the opponent in the last match. Warcry is an alpha. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I was tired by then. I don't know why I thought he was a rogue. I just blanked that there. So what I did was that I played in New York City as a clash ground, which gives Alpha Clash cards +2, +0, and flight, which was great for me because most of my cards were alphas. Only at that point, when we first played that, he did not have alphas out. He had a rogue and a halfling, I think. So that was fine for me. I mean, but as it turns out, all those buffaloes, bisons, buffaloes, all the buffaloes are all the Warcry cards are alphas. So we actually had a battle of clash grounds where he changed the clash ground, I changed the clash ground, then he changed the clash ground, then I got us back to New York, and then he played some big beefy cows, buffaloes, and absolutely demolished me. Now, in hindsight, I should never play. I should never have brought us to New York. That was a horrible idea. I should have kept us in the Amazon rainforest. Well, but I didn't. I insisted, which made his creatures really, really big, and he absolutely stumped me. I would have done differently in a game two. Would have I won? No, I don't know. But that was a mistake. So I ended up fourth. I still had a great time. I had some great plays. I never played against Warcry before, save if I maybe have played once or twice with the Clash kits when they came out. When they came out, we played Weapon Warcry in a couple of games. But that is it. I've never played against him for a stronger build. So getting here and getting to the Awakening was the big thing. Getting a number 4 was a great thing. So yeah, I got a few packs. I got so if you get a chance to go by Retford, and the leaky teacup, that is one of the most friendly and coachy places I've been to in a while. I bought way too many booster packs there, but that's just the way it goes, right? So my bags are stuffed going back with way too many new cards, and I even then, because I made top 4, I won some. But that was such a cozy place. It was such a good matchup. It was such friendly people, and I really hope that I can return in October for the next Awakening, the same place. That would be amazing. Anyway, for now, I am going to leave you at that. It's been a bit long, but I had a great time. Had a couple of beers with some of the players, with some of the others afterwards, which again, great group of people, so friendly, and I just love being here. So, but I have a train to catch, so I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.